Hi, I'm Tony Fleming, and this is Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Everybody, thanks for joining us on what I think is one of the great cars of the 60s, and the reason why is because these right here are still affordable right now compared to the big motored cars like a Camaro or maybe a Mopar. And what you may find out by getting something like this is A, you bought yourself a great car, and B, you bought yourself an investment. And the reason why is, remember, this car was probably somewhere around $4,000 when it was new. Clearly it's not $4,000 anymore, so it's been doing this over the years. How cool is that that you could take something out for a drive, have some fun, get a smile like this, and be making money at the same time? I don't know, man. Sounds cool to me. Anyway, 67 Firebird 400. One great thing, start with that, first year car. First year big motored car, the biggest motor you could get in the car that year is in this car. So the largest motor and being a first year car certainly adds to the investment grade of it. So let's walk around and we'll look at things like what you would have got in a car like that. The 400 callouts on the hood are spectacular pieces. I mean, take a look at those things for a second, and they just look great, especially the red against the silver paint. And this is an original Silverglaze color, and it looks wonderful on the car. So let's take a peek and see. You know, silver doesn't reflect so well here in the showroom for some reason, but you should be able to read the words that are in there. See, it says 67 Firebird 400, and we're looking at the paint, not the sticker. All right, so you can see what you're getting. Make sure those people that are that you're looking at on other cars at other dealers and things like that, make sure of a few things. First off, do they own the car? I own this car. I've plowed the money into this car to get it to be a really nice driving, an enjoyable car. Did they do that? A lot of people who don't own the cars, they're not going to put the money in it to sell it. They're just flipping the car for somebody else, right? Secondly, all right, is it a matching numbers car? Yes, this is a matching numbers car as well. Make sure that those are some of the things that you're looking for. That may not be the most important to you, but it certainly adds value to the car. Has a chrome and stainless been done? I love the front and rear spoilers on this car. A muscle car almost has to have front and rear spoilers. It just sets the tone and gives you, it's like having big giant muscles on your arm, but no shoulders, right? It looks cool, but it's not complete. This right here kind of sets it, makes it complete. Marker lights work. This is kind of cool too. Some T3 headlights are in here. The T3 headlights, the original style headlight on this car. That's a really, really nice thing. All right, so come around here as we get more authentic about the car. And the quick way to tell a 67 from a 68 is that the 67s all have a vent window. The 68 does not. All right, just has a one-piece glass. That way you can see right away because the body lines are all kind of the same. All right. Anyway, these are painted the correct color inside here. We got Redline bias tires too, so in case you wanted to go to a show, these would be authentic on the car, so you wouldn't get dinged for that. So these are kind of show quality wheels and tires on there as well. Firebird callouts. Now listen, this has great kind of style as well. The fender vents here, all right, and new chrome and stainless. We talked about the front spoiler. Now here's the rear spoiler, and all of it's done back here as well. All right, new bumpers, new taillight trim. You know, this looks a lot like the GTO style taillights. Is very much the Pontiac signature. All right, 400 call out there on the trunk, and just a nicely done car. All right, so let's do this. Let's go check underneath the hood for a minute, and I want you to see the detail there. All right, let's check that out. All right, so here we are. Wow, how you doing? All right, so a lot of things that you'll look at. Pontiac has a lot of different engine colors over the years, 3 or 4 different blue, green combination colors. Make sure that you get that painted the correct color. We have this one here is the correct code. Plus on here, it's stamped on the block, YT, which is correct for a 400 automatic, all right, and a 67 Firebird. We know that's the correct motor for the car. It has things on it like power brakes. You didn't ask us if it had that or not. That's an important thing to know. That's nice to have. Power steering, another option on the car, another nice thing to have. Everything's detailed nicely with the decals, battery topper, painted correctly underneath here, satin black where it's supposed to be, original cowl tag still in place, all right? So this is nice. If you wanted to go to a show, you could do that. You don't have to show this car if you don't want to. You could just take it for a cruise. But everybody rode around in a Firebird at one time, and everybody who rode around in one loves them, and this is why. Because they're different. They're not just like a Camaro. A Camaro is a great looking car, but there's a lot of those built. Here, when you go to a car show, you might be the only one with a Firebird 400. All right, let's take a peek in here. All right, some things I want you to see. Jacking instructions right here, all right? New mat, splatter-coated paint correct in there. This is a nice trunk that if you wanted to open the hood and the trunk at a car show, you could do that. Plus, if you want to throw your cooler and some chairs and things like that in the back, you can do that as well, which I think you should do because you have a really nice time. It's just a great car, man. You know what? This is also a great car. You go to your kid's soccer game, go out with another couple in. It just changes the whole event. I mean, you and your kid riding around in this car, the rumble that it makes that a new car doesn't make, it's just a bonding experience that you just can't explain to anybody. And that's why these are so much fun and why so many people are in the hobby. All right, so come on in here. Silver with blue interior is a very, very popular color combination today. A lot of Bentley, Rolls-Royce, and things like that have gone to the silver with the blue because it's timeless. And this one here has a new interior. So this also has the deluxe interior. You can tell that by the molded door panels. Instead of a flat door panel with just an armrest bolted to it, the armrest is molded into the door panels, all right? All new seat covers with new foam. See how nice and curved everything is in here? It's not all flat. Dash is painted, all right? 3-spoke steering wheel. And the Firebird's got some wood treatment that the Camaros didn't because they were just an upgraded version of the car. And they really were a little bit nicer inside. This has the original Delco AM radio, all right? Correct shifter that's in here. This has the optional Turbo 400 automatic transmission in it, so you get the matching numbers engine, matching numbers transmission. So those are some investment grade polys. The reason I'm talking about the transmission is because it's a super heavy duty unit that can handle the power of the 400. And this has the correct carburetor and things like that on it as well. But one of the things I was going to get at is, although this is all great inside, I love to have some music and things like that. So what I like to do is we can install an AM/FM digital sound system inside the glove box, hide the speakers around the car, right? So you can stream your iTunes or MP3 player or any of that stuff there, satellite radio and what have you. Have some great music while you throw your phone on the seat and turn it off, okay? Try it. It's weird at first, but man, instead of going to just vibrate, maybe go to all the way off. Not many people can do that. You could try it though. All right, anyway, how about I start it up for you so you can hear what it sounds like? All right, so let's wind up this video, and the reason I want to wind it up is because the more I talk, the less time you're going to have to drive this car. Great looking colors. Silver with the blue interior, off the hook. The Redline tires, great too. All right, that's all good and true, but really, what else makes this car have some value? Well, what makes this car have some value, again, is it's got the 400 in it, the original YT coded 400. It's got the upgraded Turbo 400, which is also matching numbers as well. Got some features like power brakes, power steering, and a great restoration. So if you look at these things, you go, you know what, that all adds up to a really great car. And more importantly, it's just a car that continues to appreciate over time and over time. And you're not going to be at a car show and see 9 or 10 more just like it, unless you're going to a Firebird 400 car show. So other than that, you may be the only one there, which is really a great draw.